Hi, Anthony Cheeseman here, coming to you from Isle of Capri. Now I'm actually standing in a new build right now, which is a clear example of actually what people are looking for. At the moment, the market is a lack of supply of quality apartments and houses that are freshly built, basically. No one wants to spend the money anymore. It's too costly to obviously build something, and it is very costly to renovate. So what we're finding right now is those ones who have actually gone ahead and spent the money are actually in a very good position, because people are looking for something that they do not have to touch, something they can walk into. Even fully furnished now is a big thing. So people don't even want to find the furniture. So that's the market we're kind of in at the moment. People say, oh, I've missed the boat. No, you haven't. As I always say, if you look at where you were 3 years ago to where you are now, and even those people who bought a property maybe 1 or 2 years ago, you're still making money now. In a lot of markets, you don't make money, but this one you do. So you're still well ahead of where you should be. And that's something you have to consider. A lot of people are waiting, oh wait, I'll sell in the warmer months because that's when there's a bit more activity. I go, well, when there's more activity, there's less demand. So you need to understand it all balances up in the end. And it's quite crucial to take advantage of the market conditions we have now. We know what we know right now. I wish we had the crystal ball, but we don't. So what I can tell you is we just don't have enough property on the market to obviously cater for all these buyers that we do have, and good quality properties like I'm standing in Isle of Capri right now. So waterfront, like behind me, Paradise Waters, all on the coastline. It's just demand. As long as we can have water, if we're on the ocean front, obviously all these developments going up. The buyer confidence is still there. It does get tainted obviously by the interest rates going up, which is why it is so important to take advantage of the market you have now, because we just don't know what's going to happen in the near future. A lot of people are going to probably have to sell because of the interest rates. Now, when people have to sell, they're forced to sell quickly, which means they're forced to take a lower price, which affects the rest of the values. We say the prestige market isn't affected by interest rates. That's correct. Usually they're not. But the problem is they are affected by buyers' confidence. And once buyers see that the interest rates go up and there's values dropping around, they'll use that as an excuse for your property. So with the lack of supply in the market, the clearance rates at auctions, our last auctions that we had since I've last spoken, they're still over 70%. And if people say, well, why would I auction in this market? Well, it's the clear example that it actually gives people that urgency and buyers that urgency to make a decision on the day without going back and searching around, because that's what they're doing. They're searching around. They're not finding what they're finding, but in that time, your property has stayed on the market. Now, the reason why we are still seeing high clearance rates is because sellers are starting to come to more terms with the market. It's taken a few months, obviously, for them to happen. The prices just kept going up and up and up over the last 2.5 years. But now they're really starting to realize that, well, hang on, I know that we may not have got what we got a year ago, but we're still in a very good position. So they've started to lower their expectations a little bit, which is reaching where the buyer's level's at. And this is where we're starting to see properties still sell. So unless you're in that category, there's a lot of people who go, oh, well, I'll just leave it on the market. There'll be a buyer that comes along. Well, no, that's not the case anymore. We don't have that unicorn buyer coming along. So the longer you leave your property on the market, yeah, you might be lucky. However, the percentage shows that after 60 days on the market, it does drop your chances by nearly half. And nearly at the moment, 21% chance of selling your property after 60 days on the market. Now, I don't know about you, but I would be definitely trying to capture those buyers early, because they're the ones that are going to show the most interest and have the highest price at the time, even if it's not at your exact expectation. So this is a clear indication that the market is always dictated by what a buyer is willing to pay and no one else. Not what a real estate agent tells you, not what your friends tell you at the barbecue, not what you actually have as an expectation. The buyers are dictated by what they're willing to pay, and this is how the auctions are always the best way of doing this, because it doesn't put a ceiling on it. It just tells you on the day, this is how much they're willing to pay, and if I look at where I bought it to where I am now, happy days. I hope all that information has helped, and I'll talk to you soon.